Hello, this is Kimberly Wilson, and welcome to this week's edition of Doga. Please pardon my voice. I've had a cold for about the past week, and our lovely little pups have been in the car for about 6 hours yesterday. We did a big drive to Charleston, West Virginia for a Garth Brooks show. And unfortunately, they weren't able to attend. But they have been doing lots of sitting in the car. So my hope is that they'll be eager to do a little bit of Doga with us today to kind of stretch out those limbs. Of course, we stopped for quite frequent breaks to get them to walk and do their business. But still, I feel like they're kind of exhausted from the trip. And then Miss Belle is showing off her cute little hoodie today. And she just kind of props herself here and then she wanders away. So we'll see how long she'll stay with us. And then, of course, Mookie is his eager self, really excited about today's Doga episode. And what we're going to be doing today is a little bit of breathing, a little bit of just kind of stretching out the body, particularly from the travels. And then also for any of you, bye Miss Belle, thanks for gracing us with your presence. So especially for those of you who spend a bit of time kind of in the car or maybe at your desk and you want to do a little bit of stretching just to kind of open up the body. So we'll begin with a few deep breaths. So I like to bring one hand to the pup and one hand to my heart, but since I have two, I'm going to bring one hand to each of their hearts and take a few deep breaths in and out of the nose. So inhale deeply through the nose, fill your belly, your ribs, and your chest, and then exhale and release chest, ribs, and belly. So think of this as your time to pause with your pup. Take a deep breath and just kind of, hit that pause button for the day. Because so often we're go, 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 do, do, do. And so to have this opportunity to rest, it can be, and to really just kind of slow down and tune in can be a really powerful experience. And also for our pups who are so attuned to our energy. So, hi Mookie. So again, a few more deep breaths. So in and out of the nose. Now if your nose is stopped up, as mine is, feel free to move or draw the breath in and out of the mouth. And then again, it's 3 parts, right? So in through the nose or mouth, belly, ribs, chest, and then exhale, chest, ribs, and belly. Take a few more on your own. And maybe doing a little massage of your pup if they'll let you. Come on over, Mookie. Yes. So I'll just do a little scratching on his chest while I breathe. He likes that. All right, so now I'm going to pull out just a couple of tools. So one is my lavender essential oil. I love this because it's relaxing. You keep this in your purse. You can keep this in your desk drawer. You can keep it in your man bag. And then it's great to just pull out. I take it when I travel too. And then I also like to let them have a little sniff. Yes. And it is considered, believe it or not, a masculine scent, but if you were to use some perfume, but it is a really nice calming scent and one you can rub directly on your body. So we'll begin with a little bit of deep kind of breathing coordinated with stretching. So I'm going to, again, since he was cooped up, although he was quite content, he was basically napping all day yesterday on our drive back, I'm going to just do a little bit of stretching with his hind legs. So he just gets to chill while I do a little yoga on him. And then the other hind leg. So what I'm doing is I just kind of take my hand, pull down, and a gentle, gentle tug. And we'll see, he doesn't usually like the arms as much, so we'll see if he'll let just a little stretch. Good boy. And then with the other arm and leg, yes, good boy. Great. So we're going to do a little bit of spinal movements, and then I'm going to draw him in from his exhausting nap time. He's so heavy. He's like 24 pounds. Woo! Hi, sweet boy. I know it's exhausting being you. And then just let him rest here, kind of in the little crook of my knees. And then here's just gentle props that you can have nearby. It's a yoga block. I'm on a yoga mat. Again, you don't have to have any of these things, so they're just optional if you have them. And then a meditation cushion. So some of these things can be helpful to elevate the hips if it's not comfortable to sit on the floor. All right, so from here, I'm going to bring hands onto my knees, although I like to keep one hand on him. And then move the torso into a circle. So basically I'm going to the right, forward, side, the left, and back. Yeah. And then the other, just kind of continuing a few more rotations here. And then with this, I'm getting a back bend, a forward bend, a side bend, and some gentle twists. So again, you can do this in your chair. At work, you can do this whenever you're passenger, probably not so great if you're driving. And then move the torso in the other direction. And again, if you can, just keeping that connection with your pup. And coming back up to the center. Hello. So nice tall spine here. Again, he's nice and cozy. Right, Mook? And then I'm going to inhale, reach arms up towards the ceiling. Reach a little further with one arm, a little further with the other. So this is basically what I was doing to him earlier, although he likes the legs more than the arms. So reaching and extending. And then interlace your hands. Turn the palms to face up. Reach toward the sky. Relax shoulder blades down. He's falling asleep. And then reach over to your right side. Deep, full breathing. Extending. And then back to the center, and then over to your left side. Reach, reach, reach. Deep breath, and then back up to the center. And I'm going to bring my arms behind my back, interlace my hands, and then lift those arms up. And then take a gentle sway from side to side. So this is great for those of you who spend a lot of time like this throughout the day. Right, so hands behind the back. Now if they don't quite reach, what you can use is a tie, like a man's tie or a bathrobe tie, and you bring your hands to it, and then you can lift up, right, without having to interlace the hands, because for some people, their shoulders just do not allow that. Nice, and then come back to the center. We're going to do some side bends. And a little bit of massaging of the ears. He always loves the ears massaged. So reaching this right arm down to the floor. You can come to the hand or forearm. And then this left arm up and over. And then reaching and extending. And if you'd like, rather than resting the hand, you can bring it over and give a little belly rub. And then back up to the center. We'll do the other side. So you could drop the left hand down or left hand to his chest or belly or her chest or belly and reach up and over. And again, rotating open, breathing. Inhale and exhale through the nose. And then back to the center. Very nice. So we're going to do a forward fold. So if you have a big dog, they may be kind of laying down around you, or a little one. This Mookie is kind of medium-ish, so resting the crooks of the knees. And I'm going to take my hands forward. And I always love this one. Now for this, you can bring your heels all the way up towards your body, or you can have them what I have, which is more of a diamond shape. And then walk those hands forward. So breathing here, think of lifting through the chest. And then exhaling and folding. And again, maybe a little scratch. So this is great for the hips. Now this is where a block or a meditation cushion can come in handy if you find yourself kind of reaching and it feels a bit awkward, because we want to be hinging from the hips. So what that means is the whole pelvis moves rather than rounding where your belt would be. Right, Mookie? So we're going to take it a little bit deeper, coming forward. You can hold here for 1, 3, 5 minutes. And again, it's just nice because it gives a little bit of connection to your dog and also allows you to get a hip opener. Right, Mookie? And you can, of course, do a little bit of scratching and connecting. So I'm still getting hips opening, but I don't have my arms down anymore. So now they are connected to him. And then let's roll back up. So what I'm going to do now is a back bend. So bringing one arm behind, and I also just wanted to show I've got my cup filled with Emergency. I don't know if you know about that. It's like a fizzy drink filled with vitamin C and hot water and then water. So if you're feeling under the weather too, it's always nice to stay super duper hydrated, especially when you're doing your Doga. All right, so for here, arms behind you. So maybe one at a time, reaching up and over. I'm going to bring my hands behind me, draw the shoulder blades in, and then lift through the chest. Turning the gaze up. And release. Nice, so he's out. So I'm going to open my feet into a V. There you go, Mookie. And then just kind of keep him where he is. And then what I can also do is bring meditation cushion in front, or you could grab, you know, a pillow from your couch, something you may have that's handy, that's kind of soft and cushiony, and I'm going to fold forward. So he is kind of supported. I have it pulled back against the side of his body, and then releasing forward. So with this, going to flex the feet, draw the toes in toward the body, and release forward. Now, if this is too much, you can draw your feet closer together. If you want it to be more intense, draw your feet further apart. And again, as always, you can give little scratches, staying connected. He's clearly relaxing into his nap time. They have such easy lives, right? It's like eat, go to the bathroom, maybe a drink here and there, and tons and tons and tons of naps. I'm like, it's a pretty good life. Oh, and a few treats in between. This morning he had a blueberry burst greenie, which he was very excited about. So again, drawing those legs in so the legs stay nice and active, so we're not just kind of hanging out, right? So we're very active, even though it might feel like there's not a lot going on, or it might look like there's not a lot going on, but it definitely feels like there is. So again, just resting here, noticing the breath. And I've got kind of like my belly on his belly. And then rolling back up. Nice. I'm going to move this out of the way. Put it over here by my rose water candle. And my painted pumpkins. Do you see my painted pumpkins? I'm very excited about these. Aren't they so cute? So I painted them all different colors and shapes and with little gold stems. You know, it's the little things, right? The dogs were not very helpful. All right, so we're going to come right back up. We're going to do one more, a big old forward fold. How's that, Mookie? So he's kind of set up for it. And I'm going to extend my legs, flex my feet, and then reach for his legs and do a little bit of extension too. So reach, reach, reach. So he gets a nice little stretch. The backs of my legs get a nice little stretch. And we'll see if he'll let me do the arms. He did. Good job. Good boy. And then once more with the legs. Nice. And release. So here's where you can use your tie around the balls of the feet, or you can simply stay upright. So you're making kind of an L with your body, or walk those hands forward, and you got to work around their head. He's got a pretty big head. Right, Mookie? So I just put his head to the side and then reaching forward. Good boy. And then coming all the way back up. So thank you so much for joining me, Mookie, and Belle, who was here for a brief moment in her darling little Halloween hoodie. Where it's a treat to be here with you. And you can find us here every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And you can find all the videos. I think this is episode maybe 15, which you can find all these videos on the Woof Driver Facebook page and KimberlyWilson.com/Doga. So I hope you have a wonderful week ahead and a wonderful Halloween. And I will see you, my goodness, in November. Craziness. Have a wonderful, wonderful week. Thanks for being here. Namaste.